I'm making a point here, bear with me, right? So I've had quite a few run-ins with the cops, right? Most of them have been traffic violations, while some of them have been, I got caught a case in Long Island, DWI joint. I didn't blow, pause. I didn't take any type of, sobriety test or whatever, and they just gave me the, they just gave me, the DWI because I didn't want to take neither one of the tests, right? So I'll never forget, I was in the precinct, and I'm not lying. I came from a club, and I had been drinking. I'm not gonna sit here and say whether I was drunk or not, but I ain't gonna front. I was being belligerent towards the cops, and one of the cops jacked me up, and then after that, I'm still, talking my mess to them, and they're talking mess back. And to make a long story short, I had to spend the weekend there. They were asking me certain questions. So one of the questions that they asked me, because I was flipping out or whatever have you. They asked me, was I crazy? Did I want to go to, the hospital or whatever? I told them I was crazy because I thought that I could go to the hospital and just spend the night, the whole weekend there, and go to court Monday, and that's that, right? So I get to the hospital. They look at me, and the black dude, the black doctor says, "Man, get this guy out of here. He's not crazy," right? So, make a long story short, I get to it's Monday, right? So I'm in Mineola precinct in a holding cell. So Monday comes, and I get transported from Mineola to Hempstead, right? Hempstead, Long Island, and I get off the bus, right? And it's about 30, 40 of us, right? And the way the courts is, like, the way it's situated is the inmates, go down these steps to be, booked in or whatever, right? So we go down these steps, and there's cops on the left and the right-hand side. Bunch of Italian dudes, thick, big, built. And I'm like, they are very intimidating, right? So I go downstairs, they tell me to strip, just keep on your tank top, underwear, whatever. They search me or whatever have you. They looking at my jacket and like, yo, where you get this leather jacket from? This looks expensive and blah, 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 blah. What do you do? And da-da-da-da-da. And at that point in time, man, I felt like powerless. I felt like, yo, they could have done anything that they wanted to do to me in that room and get away with it. That was the first time that I can say out of all of the times that I've dealt with cops, I was very intimidated. The second time, never forget it, I was living in Greensboro, North Carolina. I had a townhome, right? So the townhome was situated where the front door was actually the back door, and the back door was actually the front door, meaning that when you drove inside the parkway, you could park your car in the back. So you would always really like go on like if you had I had a girl, so I would just knock on, the sliding window, and she'll come downstairs and just open the sliding door, rather for me to go around in the back to open up the front door, if you understand where I'm coming from. So I'm sitting in front of the sliding door, right? And at that time I was smoking cigarettes, and I didn't smoke inside the house, I smoked outside. So I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm minding my business, I'm sitting on top of this bucket, and the cops come from the back, and actually the front of the house, around the corner, and just ran up on me like, yo, give me your ID. And I'm looking like, I'm like, where y'all coming from, right? And the second thing is, I asked him, I said, well, what do you need my ID for? And one of the dude was just, give me your effing ID. He grabs his gun. He didn't pull it out, but he grabs it. I said, give it to me now. And he's like yelling at me, right? So I'm shook. If you ever have been confronted by a cop and he's like hostile like that and he's grabbing his gun, it's a feeling that you're saying to yourself, yo, I better do what this dude says, because in a couple minutes or seconds I'm gonna be dead. And I know how cops get down when dealing with young black men such as myself at that time, right? So I go upstairs, I get the ID, come downstairs, and I'm shaking because I don't know what these dudes are gonna do, right? So He looks at the ID and he's like, yo, this is not the guy. So then, you know, I'm like shaking and I'm like, yo, I need your badge number and everything, because I'm gonna file a complaint. So I got his badge number. His partner gave me his badge number, right? The one that was cursing me out, the cop that was cursing me out, he walked away. And I called the precinct and I made a complaint, and one of the dudes was like, yeah, we'll check into it. The end. I'm making a point here. What they're doing to the protesters, right? In New York, I seen it. I seen NYPD with 2 SUVs run over people. I seen a New York cop push the living hell out of somebody to the point where the dude hit the ground and passed out. I've seen them pepper spray, mace, women, small little children. I seen this little Chinese girl got maced. And the reason why they're doing that is because they can get away with it. And the people that are out there are just regular citizens, regular civilians that need protection. They need someone that can intimidate the cops, such as your thugs that's out in the street, your bodybuilders that's in the gym lifting weights all the time. Where they at? Where are your tough guys at? Because if those tough guys, those thugs, those bodybuilders were to stand front line, those cops wouldn't even touch them dudes. Things would be at another level. If you get what I'm saying. Now don't get me wrong, I'm in the gym and I work out and I'm not trying to knock myself, but yo, to be real with you, cops are pushing dudes like me. Big cops pushing dudes like me that on the ground. We don't need dudes like me on the front line. Oh, that's a little taller, but skinny and frail. No, we need those dudes that be claiming that they tough. They know how to fight. They know ninjutsu. They know all of that stuff. We need Kung Fu Joe, Larry, all of them dudes. You know, you see them in the park every day, practicing. What are y'all practicing for? We need y'all on the front line. All you thugs, all you rappers, specifically rappers that say y'all are thugs and that y'all are, pull up. That's what y'all say all the time. Yo, pull up. Why don't you tell the cops that? Why don't you tell the National Guards that? Yo, pull up. And that goes to show how much of a coward, you cowards you all are. Because it's people that's my size and smaller, kids, women, and children that's out there in the front line, while you at home watching it, which makes no sense to me. Now, like I said before in the previous video, I don't necessarily, let me just put it out here. I don't agree with the protests because it doesn't, you burning up stuff, all they're gonna do is replace it. That's it. No bills are gonna be passed. Nothing's going to be solved. Nothing. There's not going to be a solution. So y'all want to be heard. You've been heard. I get it. 100%. I didn't say that I didn't understand why people are protesting. I know why you all are. But now that you've been heard, what is the next step to this madness? And please don't tell me we want to see all 4 police officers locked up. Okay, cool. Now what about the next 4 that may kill or murder another black man or woman? Then what? We need to organize, and that's just the truth. And we need to hit them where it hurts. It needs to be multiple of ways that we can nip this problem in the bud. We can boycott, we can stop riding their buses, we can stop purchasing their food, their going to the movies. We can hurt them economically. We can not vote this year. Just no black people vote. There are several different ways we can hit them. But if you continue to go out there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday through Sunday, in the streets of Atlanta, in the streets of Minneapolis, in the streets of New York, in the streets of Los Angeles, Chicago, Charlotte, and the likes, then eventually you're gonna get hurt. Whether you're hit with rubber bullets, pepper spray, tear gas, or whatever. Because I'm here to tell you, all those dudes at the YMCA that I see that's big and bulky and built, they're not gonna help you. All those dudes that rap about pull up and talking about, yo, I want the smoke, they're not gonna help you. All them ninjutsu dudes, the dudes that be like, yo, I've been practicing kung fu or karate all my life, they're not gonna help you. They're just, all they're doing is just practicing for show. That's it. Or, you know, they'll fight somebody else that they know ain't nothing gonna happen to them. So they're quick to pick a fight with somebody such as myself, where it's a possibility that they may be able to hurt me, but they won't take that same type of aggression to the cops, to the National Guards. They don't want that smoke. They don't want the National Guards and the regular police force to pull up, which makes no sense to me. Where y'all at? I'm calling you out. I'm calling you thugs out. Where y'all at? Why don't you have two? Why don't you put Tupac? All the songs you listen to, Tupac. You love Tupac. Why don't you be a thug like Tupac now and pull up? Tell the National Guards and the regular local police officers such as the NYPD that you want the smoke. I'm seeing all these verses. Tony Lanez versus Osiris. YK Osiris versus, what's that dude that made Panda? Everybody fighting each other. Y'all fighting each other? And it don't make no sense. If you got the boxing gloves on, take your ass to Minneapolis. Tory Lanez versus National Guard. Box it out with them. Other than that, y'all need to shut up. We know who the true ride or die dudes are. The true thugs. The ones that you all claim that are not. And that's regular civilians, because they out in that street and they out in the streets. Period. Getting it. Like I said, I don't necessarily agree with them rioting and looting, but at least they got the heart to do it. And you bodybuilders are all for show. All those muscles, and for what? When you're not even using them. Cowards. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. We need you out there. I mean, seriously, just think about it. Have you seen about 30 bodybuilders out there and 30 thugs? You think the cops would really damn run up on us? They would definitely be intimidated, just like I was intimidated when I was walking down those stairs and I saw those Italian police officers all buffed up. I knew it was real. I knew it was real. See, I used to run in, I used to talk my junk to these skinny cops, these small cops. Boy, I had my mouth closed when it came to me walking down those steps and seeing those Italian, big, built police officers. One man.